LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Okay, folks, let me go ahead and tell you something. Let me tell you something right now, okay? This is a video response to 78 Sports TV, BlackFightFanTV, Quest X, and Dill Town. And they asked the question, who pretty much will be the biggest chump in 2017? Well, it's like Lay's potato chips. You can't have just one, okay? And I'll tell you, the worst out of these group is Adrian Broner. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you guys why I think Adrian Broner is the worst out of all the people that I'm about to mention, okay? I think Broner is going to be a chump in 2017 because he been a chump in 2016. He been a chump in 2015 because this man does not take his career seriously. He's not being a student of the craft. Adrian Broner is more wrapped up in the lifestyle versus trying to be the best, you know, and that's just the way that is. We all get on here and we say that Adrian Broner has the skill set to be great, but he don't have the mental capacity and the dexterity to go out and go conquer and be the best that he can be. He don't do that. That's not what he about. This guy about rapping. This guy's he's about the party. He's about the women. You know, he's about the Floyd Mayweather lifestyle without doing the Floyd Mayweather work. You got Amir Khan. I can't sit here and knock Amir Khan too badly for taking a fight against Canelo. I know Khan wanted the payday, man. Khan wanted the payday. But I think the fight against Canelo, I think that hurt Khan more so. I think it took years off of his career. I think that fight alone, because he was so brutally knocked out, it took a lot of years off his career, man. And, you know, arguing with so many people, man, that, you know, that this is a good look for Khan. If Floyd can do it, then Khan can do it. Amir Khan and Floyd Mayweather, they're two different fighters, man. Floyd is a more defensive fighter. That style is going to really do damage, and it's going to hurt Canelo. Canelo struggles against defensive fighters. I mean, he struggled against Floyd. He struggled against Laura. You know, I mean, he struggled against defensive fighters. Amir Khan is not a defensive fighter. Amir Khan is 85% an offensive fighter. And the fight, to me, was a complete mismatch, okay? And I knew that Canelo was going to time Khan throwing his combinations. I knew that Canelo was going to do that because I look at what Canelo does. He's a counterpuncher, okay? Canelo is not a volume puncher. Canelo is a counterpuncher. He's a patient fighter. And Amir Khan tends to struggle against fighters that are very, very patient. He does. And I almost thought he killed Khan. Like, honestly and truthfully, I thought that he killed Amir Khan. And he could have, man, because Khan wasn't moving. And then when he kind of got up, I was like, okay, good, man, the dude okay. But I know for a fact that Amir Khan got a concussion after being knocked out by Canelo. He got a concussion, man. Even by the way he was talking, man, after the fight, you could tell, man, it was signs of a concussion. I mean, his speech, man, and there was still some after effects of that punch, man. But hey, man, you know, boxing, people forget, man. This is not something you play with, man. This ain't no joke, man. This is like for real. When these guys are getting hit in the face and they going down, and I know, you know, you know, they chose this career, they chose a profession, but good grief, man. You know, Khan, he got a payday, but see, how many years did that take off Khan's career? If Amir Khan fights Kell Brook, and I also say, too, that Kell Brook will have something to do with this. Although Kell Brook, he did want to fight Amir Khan, you know, early, man. In 2014 and 2015, he had been calling out Amir Khan, and Amir Khan didn't want to fight. You know, Khan was trying to seek a fight with Manny and Floyd. But, you know, we all predicted that those fights would never happen. So, yeah, man. If Khan, you know, fights, I think he need to fight a Kell Brook. I think after a knockout like that, Amir Khan does not need to be getting in there with a killer. If Khan get in there with a brutal puncher, man, after that knockout, he'll chump. I'm sorry. I know that y'all love people that take chances. I think Amir Khan has had enough tough fights in his career, man, where his next fight, it need to be an easy fight. I'm going to just put it out there. Amir Khan does not need to get in there. You know, if he fight Kell Brook, I'm going to support the fight because that's a good fight. That, to me, is a 50-50 fight. But you know what? If he don't fight Kell Brook next, I ain't going to criticize him for what? The man went in there and took some tough fights. Khan done had some tough fights. He got names on his resume. And this really and truly, I'm actually giving him a compliment versus saying he a chump. Okay, but, you know, if he go in there and fight another big puncher, man, because, you know, even one time Amir Khan even said he'd get in there and fight Golovkin. You know, if he do something like that, God almighty, man. But, yeah. But I thought it was a chump move for him to go fight Canelo. It just was, man. When you had Kell Brook, who would have willingly fought you, and he may not have even gotten knocked out, you know. All right, you got Triple G. I'm sorry. Triple G, his resume has led me to do this. And I know some people, well, Coach, you racist because you criticize Triple G. And I've heard that so many times that, okay, it's getting ridiculous, okay? Because I criticize everybody who do some old stupid stuff, man. And the fighters who Triple G been fighting, I'm sorry, the resume is not there. It's just not. And then you get in there and you fight a welterweight. You fight Kell Brook. Although he criticized Canelo for fighting a welterweight, but then he gets in and fights a welterweight. I mean, first of all, that's hypocrisy 101. That's hypocrisy 101. I mean, what the heck, man? What the heck? Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, you're going to criticize Canelo, but you do the same thing, okay? And then, he's waiting, and I know what he's doing, man. He's waiting on a fight with Canelo. But actually, he had the chance to fight Canelo. He had a definite chance to go in there and fight Canelo for $10 million, and he turned the fight down. I mean, people can say, well, it was a lowball offer. You can say whatever, look. Because at first, Canelo was saying that, look, he got to come down to 155 and fight me. So Canelo receded on that 155-pound limit and said, listen, I will fight you at the full 160-pound weight limit, and you get $10 million. Turned it down. Sorry, man, chump move. And I think Triple G, this is going to continue. I think this is going to continue because I've noticed that every single time that a big name, they're trying to negotiate a fight, something happen, okay? The only person, I don't know. The only person really and truly, and for a long time, man, for a long time, I was giving Danny Jacobs a lot of crap, man, because, you knew Triple G was going to lowball you. But you know what? Then when it started happening, when it happened to Canelo, then when it happened to Eubank, okay? I mean, when it happened to those guys, and then when it happened to Jacob, okay, I'm like, wait a minute, man. It's something that these guys are doing, man. It's something that these guys are doing that, these guys are not getting in the ring. I mean, what is Team Golovkin doing with these guys to where they don't get in the ring? And we can say, oh, everybody ducking them, but that's not true because you had James DeGale who said, I'll fight you. I don't care what it is, I'll fight you. You had Laura who said, I don't care what it is, I'll fight you. I mean, so let's stop saying everybody's ducking him because they're not. And my honorable mention is Nick Hollis Walkers. I'm sorry. It was a chump move to quit in the biggest fight of your career. Okay? And yes, we can say the layoff. I agree with all of you that say that, the long layoff affected this, affected the fight. It did. But my thing is this, okay? If you knew that this was a layoff, okay? If you knew that you had a long layoff and this is a fight of this magnitude, why did you even take the fight? See, you were saying that they've been keeping you on the shelf for this long, for this and that. But you know what? I also understand, too, that fighters, they have control over some of the things that happen in their career. And Nicholas Walters could have took some junk fights, man. He could have went to Bob Arum, Top Rank. He could have said, listen, who's out there? Give me anybody. I'll take them. Just sign me up. Like Floyd Mayweather used to do. Okay, sign me up. We can't pay you a lot of money for that fight. Sign me up. Okay? I mean, he could have took some junk fights, man. He could have. I mean, the fights were there, man. He could have took some garbage fights. I mean, everybody else do it. Everybody else take junk fights. So I don't understand. Everybody else take junk fights, folks, and that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. But anyway, folks, you guys tell me what you think, okay? Who do you think should not be on this list, or who do you think gonna be a chump of 2017? I'm done. Subscribe.